What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro. Welcome to Big Val Opinion. Moderators, with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. This channel is a negativity-free channel, drama-free channel, and we are here to push the message out. We will not be distracted. So with my permission, any negativity in the chat should be hidden from this channel. Welcome to Big Val Opinion Platform.
Lifetime, as far as quick on Lifetime, as far as Lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
Yo, 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 yo. What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. And today, we're here to have a conversation trying to make it make sense. Simple as that. You know, despite a lot of the things that we are witnessing right now, we are always trying to have the logical conversation to try to understand how one man could be railroaded the way we have witnessed Robert Sylvester Kelly be railroaded. Shout out to the chat. Nicole Carter. What's going on, Miss Nicole? It's been a minute since I seen you. What's up, Ump? What's going on, Ump? Sharice, what's going on? EJ, what's going on? Melba, what's going on? Sinful, What's up? What's up? What appeal updates do anybody know? I think if most pages for the appeal updates would have to be LFN, let me see. I think LFN. It's another. It's a few other channels. I can't remember those other channels right off top. But if anybody in the chat have those other channels, I know LFN. Then I think it's a HN Newsroom. HN Newsroom is one of my go-to sources. HN Newsroom is one of my go-to sources on YouTube. Justice for R.Kelly on Instagram is one of my go-to sources on Instagram for case updates. I do talk about the case a little bit, when I have the documents, but mostly I talk about situational awareness when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly and making things make sense when it comes to Robert Sylvester Kelly. So pretty much I take the accusations that we are privy to here, and I take those accusations and I break them down to try and have the conversation amongst my chat family to understand what it is that we are witnessing right now. And as you see, today's title is simple. Today's title is quite simple. Today's title is Why R.Kelly? Why R.Kelly? Why R.Kelly? But I got a little refresher for you all as well. Spitting Fire, right? Spitting Fire, okay. Spitting Fire is another channel. Shout out to the queen over there, Spitting Fire. And shout out to the positivity in this sector. I want to make sure I say that. Shout out to the positivity in this R. Kelly sector, because we all understand there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise being made all around, but it's a must we shed light on the positivity. The people that are out here doing the positive things, bringing positive awareness, making positive actions in this case, to shed light on some of the things that we have been privy to understand. I got a little clip for y'all, and this is just a replay of what we done in the past. Let's go back. I want to take a walk back. I want to take a walk back here.
A lot of people want to know what I think about R. Kelly getting sentenced to 30 years with the revelations about the parents coming to fruition. Well, I think it's crap. I think it's not fair. I think it's unethical. Let me explain. Starting with surviving R. Kelly. While I support several survivors in the series, I do not agree with how Boonham and Murray decided to air untruths on the series. I think we should interview the first editors that claim they quit over creative differences. This statement release is more than likely a far cry from the original editors that quit the show. Daisha Broadway, Stephanie Filo, Braden French, Michael Griffin, and Stephanie Lyra were the first editors to leave the show. The reason I am now questioning the series is because of certain revelations from the series and the unbalance concerning the text messages, police reports, personal interviews, and just flat-out lies told for no apparent reason. How much did Lifetime know? How much did Lifetime conceal? I have had a glimpse at the Lifetime contract given to the parents and survivors, and basically they cannot even speak out against the show or sue, while contracts like these are usually broken. It will be interesting to see who will challenge the series on how they sat them on camera with what we know now as liars. Some people will say, well, how do you know somebody lied? The amount of lies told in this show is negligent and also criminal. I do not understand the reason for lying on a show when there was not even a criminal investigation while filming the show. To to bring awareness against caged victims, kidnapped victims, starved and depraved victims. Why would there be a need to lie about the events that you are a part of? Furthermore, to flat out lie about why you were at the venue is insane. How to got into the venue, your employment at the time of the event, your birth date, your child's mental state, the lies about your child's mental state, the events of your child going to the Dolphin Hotel, how she got to the Dolphin Hotel, what you knew about her attending the Dolphin Hotel, what was the plan concerning the Dolphin Hotel. We, the public, would like to see the text messages between you and your daughter during this time. We would also like to see the text messages between you and your wife during this time, and also the group text messages that should have been admitted since they were mentioned in Exhibit GX 233 from the original transcripts. The inconsistencies in that one interview was enough to have these parents take the stand. Never in American history has parents been excluded from taking the stand in their very own child's trial alleging sexual abuse. We have all been threatened recently for searching for the truth in this situation since we was lied into supporting in what seems to be an habitual liar. When it comes to I'm conflicted. Yes, I do believe R.Kelly is guilty of crimes, but I'm not the judge, and I can state him in things I personally think he is guilty of, but it would not matter. This is his case, these are his crimes. The transcripts explain the events, and everyone in the case and trial story was exact, and they took the stand to corroborate the events. They are brave, and they did nothing wrong. I have to weigh the pain I know they suffered at the hands of R.Kelly, and the brutal commentary done on them all around the world for 4 years. Should I let these, they are what they are, parents get away with hiding the facts from the public? Or should I talk about this and enlighten people on just how much I have discovered as a lie, or just plain out weird? While I have talked to several survivors and some are in agreement, some are not, we have went from the truth is the truth to he is guilty and just let things be. Very difficult situation, especially how my wife and kids and family has been attacked by the same person that paraded his family through my house, the same as he did Mr. Kelly. Me, these parents also had a great personal working relationship until I didn't agree with the lies told, the integrity towards people that supported him. One Color, One Voice did not sign up to have blind faith or hide lies. I think the story of these parents should be told the same as we felt compassion and sympathy for their child. You can tell they are guilty from the complete silence and the steady dose of threats we are receiving. This parent tells us he is coming to our town. He now says he is going to sue us for speaking on a very public situation. He tells us his family is going on a very large platform and we are going to get our truth. What truth? We are begging for the truth. We look like idiots for listening to you. You hid behind us. You knew that it was things out here that contradicted your story. My next video will be in parts to discuss those events. These words is not my opinion, but words that came from your mouth. In my book, your family is a family of liars.
Hey, I want y'all, I don't know if y'all listening to this. I don't know if y'all listening to that clip I just played. I don't know if y'all listening to that clip I just played. I don't know if y'all listening to it in putting, not just listening to it, are y'all putting two and two together? Because from everything I just heard in that clip and what is going on presently, what is going on in the present time right now. Oh my God. I see it. I see it. I hear it. Everything that's going on right now, that clip I just played, it is speaking and it is talking, and it's somebody that put that together. Oh my God. Oh my God. Everything that we are witnessing, we right now, what that clip talked about, man, if y'all don't hear it, if y'all ain't hearing it, I'm gonna have to go back and play it again. But y'all gonna have to understand everything that has been transpiring over the previous week or so. Just say the week or two. Everything And the details in that video that talks about what that video is talking about and who that video is talking about. But also it speaks to the fact that Lifetime made the survivors. What's up, Gemini? What's up, everybody just coming in? Lifetime made these accusers sign contracts so that they can't come out and speak against the network. So when Lifetime put out the docu-series, whether they did poor editing, whether they had lies in there or not, these accusers could not come back and challenge Lifetime on what they put out because they signed a contract, a waiver saying that they could not attack the network. But while I'm here today, I say, why R.Kelly? Why R.Kelly? Why this family? Why this particular family that I'm speaking on? I'm not going to just say a particular family because that's just too narrow. Why R.Kelly, when we talk about from the federal government perspective, when we talk about from these accusers' perspective, when we talk about from the family's perspective, why R.Kelly? Why R.Kelly? Why choose to send your daughter with R.Kelly when you're talking about working with music? You know, when you're talking about a career. Not saying that R.Kelly is a bad person, but at the same time, R.Kelly is not out here proclaiming to be a Puff Daddy. R.Kelly is not out here acting like Birdman. R.Kelly is not out here acting like Suge Knight. R.Kelly ain't out here being no Jermaine Dupri. Robert is Robert, and what he does is compose music. You know, he writes music, he mixes music, he produces music. He's an engineer. He does all of those things. But the one thing that he doesn't do, he don't do the Jermaine Dupri. He don't do the Puff Daddy. He don't do the Suge Knight. He don't do the Birdman. If y'all get what I'm saying. He does music, but he is not out here recruiting. So with that being said, any artist that works with him, they seek to work with him. He's not out here saying, I'm looking for artists. He's not out here saying, I'm trying to sign artists. He don't promote signing artists. He don't promote bringing artists along. If y'all get where I'm going. So you look at that aspect of it. Now you see that you can kind of understand what I'm saying. Most of the about 90, I'm gonna say about 80 to 90% of the artists that Robert R. Kelly has worked with, these are artists that seek to work with him. These are artists that seek to work with him. You don't see R. Kelly out here signing groups. You don't see R. Kelly out here signing solo artists. You don't see R. Kelly out here signing no artists. You don't see R. Kelly out here signing artists. You see him working with groups. You see him working with artists. But these are artists that sought out him. These are artists that look to him for a hit song. These are artists that look to him to be relevant again. He never was the artist that went out and promoted, I'm signing artists. Anybody looking to get signed, come send me your demos. No, R. Kelly was not that. R. Kelly was one that people went looking for him. This man clearly, like he said, I was minding my business in my studio. So therefore, anyone that ever worked with Robert R. Kelly, they went looking for him. He never went looking for them. He never went looking to work with artists. So when I say why R. Kelly, I mean why R. Kelly? Why choose out of all of these record label, all these managers out here? Do y'all not understand? R. Kelly, great as R. Kelly is as an artist, he had a manager. Great as R. Kelly is, he had a manager. But when you talk about the Puff Daddies and the Jermaine Dupri's, and you talk about the Bad Boys, you talk about the So Defs, you talking about the No Limits, you talking about the Suge Knights out here, whatever, Death Row. You know, you didn't see R. Kelly promoting nothing like that. You didn't see him promote nothing like that. So how do you figure as a father? How do you figure as an up and coming artist? Yeah, or an endorsement by R. Kelly would be nice, but how many artists that went to R. Kelly to work who wasn't backed by a major label? How many artists have R. Kelly worked with that wasn't already backed by a major label? Ask yourself that. How many artists had R. Kelly worked with that wasn't already backed by a major label? Most of the artists that he didn't work for and work with, all of these artists were already backed by a major label. So when I talk about these accusers, see, when I speak on these accusers not backed by nobody. Some of these accusers who talk about having a music career, who were they backed by? Who was they person speaking for them at a record label saying, look, we got a budget of $200,000 for this artist? Which one of these accusers had a budget backed by a record label saying, look, we got this much for you to work with this person? None of these alleged accusers who proclaim to have been pursuing a musical career had no musical history in the industry. None of these alleged accusers had any, that I'm gonna say the alleged accusers who proclaim to have musical aspirations, none of them had any type of musical history. This is why I'm asking, why R. Kelly? There was plenty of labels out here looking for artists, scouting artists, looking for new talent. Why R. Kelly never promoted that he was looking for talent? R. Kelly never promoted that he's trying to sign new artists. I mean, this is shit that I think about in my spare time when I sit back and I try to make this shit make sense. Like, this man was literally preyed on, I feel, allegedly, by the federal government through these accusers and through these accusers, through friends, through family, through associates, through business partners. I feel that this man was preyed upon,
targeted. I agree.
targeted, as Unc said, by these accusers, by the federal government, by the state of Illinois, prosecutors of Illinois, Cook County, Illinois, friends, business partners. I mean, it's so many people. Like, okay, I've heard of shit going bad in life, right? I've heard of shit going bad, but I've never heard or never seen in life where shit go all bad. That means every aspect of your life is attacked all at the same time.
That's good, nephew. That's good. That's good.
I've heard you might have a mishap. I've heard you might go through this. I've heard, but it's just like you're living in a house and your lights get cut off. Your water get cut off. Your rent behind. You get kicked out. You lose your car. Every damn thing you got ownership of is gone. All at once. So that means you ain't paying attention to shit. And that's not Mr. Kelly. If you listen to this man, if you watch this man, this brother was very meticulous.
Yep.
He was very routine.
Yep.
You know, and see, I'm a routine person, so I understand what it's like. Routine people don't get out of the groove, and when they out of the groove, it makes them uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah. That's me. Yep. I agree. Yep. That's me.
That's like I done been in a situation. I done got all the way to work, almost an hour from my house, and realized I left my wallet. I got to turn out. I can't be. I'm not the one to say I'm gonna go to work anyway. That's not me.
Right.
I'm turning around. I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and get this wallet because as long as I ain't got, if I don't have my wallet, I feel empty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, for every aspect of this man's life to be attacked, you have to understand how many people are working in concert.
Yes, sir.
You get the left arm, you get the right arm, you get the left leg. We'll grab the right leg. You hold his head. I'm gonna get his feet.
Yeah. Say that.
You know how many people have to be working in concert to take this man down the way that they attack this man in every aspect of his life.
I've been saying it from the get-go.
That's why I'm saying, why R.Kelly?
I've been asking that question for a long time.
Why?
You set that up nicely, nephew. You set that up real good.
How's it going? I know you're on vacation.
Yeah, I'm
birthday tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Just chilling, laying back on the couch, just relaxing, getting the game plan together for tomorrow. Everything pretty much is in order. Blessing to your Lex on the panel, everybody in the chat. Blessing to you and your household. Stay strong, keep pushing, don't give up. Peace and blessing and grace to everybody. I yield back.
Oh yeah. So y'all, I mean, the way I'm bringing this today, if y'all, look here. These are the conversations that need to be had. It ain't always about the things that we are paying attention to. It's about the things that we're not paying attention to. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
when you're
sir.
not paying attention to a sore, guess what? The more infected it gets. How long are you going to let that sore keep soaring before it takes over your whole body? Yeah, pain is a motherfucker. You can ignore that pain for a day. You might can ignore it for a day or two, but eventually that pain gonna become unbearable to where you have to address it. When we're looking at Mr. Kelly, some things have to be addressed. You talking about a man, they say he did this, they say he did that, but if you go and you pull up prior to this case, before this case came about, you look up this man's history, going all the way back, the man had no criminal history.
Yep.
So you mean to say, oh, he's literate, but he's smart enough to evade the police?
Make it make sense. In my prima donna
I mean,
voice.
come on, man. You put on two left shoes and you try to walk straight. Shit ain't gonna happen.
No, not. Yes, sir.
So at some point, we have to start looking at this shit and asking these questions. This man didn't just become the shit that they try to say he is. You don't just become some shit. You don't just become a monster. That shit you have to. If you think about wild animals, right? When they guess the only way you see humans in certain situations able to interact with that lion, they are there when that lion is a kitten, and that lion adapt to that human. But that lion, guess what? If you don't put it around, if you don't take it out of its environment, that lion is gonna be a goddamn lion from a baby all the way up. It just don't become a goddamn a grown lion that's out here killing gazelles. It's been killing gazelles for quite some time. So you talk about Robert Kelly, you can't see it. All of a sudden, this man just committed all of these crimes all at one time. All of a sudden, he's just the worst person in America.
Not gonna make me believe that crap.
Nephew, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sweetie.
I was having a good day until you played this, sweetie. And for those that know me, y'all know how passionate I am when it comes to Rob.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a do and there is a don't. I'm going to say to everybody involved, woe unto you. I'm not praying for God to have mercy on you. That's a prayer you better pray. But woe unto you who have touched God's anointed, not my anointed, but God's anointed. If y'all haven't seen what's happening, you better wake up and start opening your eyes and repenting now. I don't care who put that together. We all have been crucified. We all have been doxxed. We all have been hated upon. We all have been lied upon. Nobody is exempt at this point. Nobody. I don't give a crap if Robert feel that you should be exempt. You're not going to be exempt because God says, touch not my anointed. There's a day of reckoning for everything under the sun that have done so much harm to this man. This man does not deserve any of this. None of this. To lie on him, to be deceitful. Why would you even take your family to his home? If he's such a monster, why take your family to him? Why parade around him? You know why? Because he's not a monster. And I'm not telling you what I think I know. I'm telling you what I know. And I'm being nice right now. But there's going to be some, and my nephew, he's being nice right now. But there are some other people that's not going to be so nice. They're not playing. Enough is enough with toying with people's lives. Everything that was involved, everything that was involved need to be dealt with. Because there was grown people that knew what the hell they were doing. Everybody. If your behind is over the age of 12, you know right from wrong. That man ain't held nobody against their will. He ain't made nobody lie for him. You lied for yourself. Stop playing with people's lives. And the people in the chat, y'all do not fall for this. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And don't even go back and forth. It's not worth it. Let this man appeal come through so he can come home in peace. Because the body can only take so much. And he shall live and not die. Stop toying with people's lives. There has been too much of this going on for over 4 years now. I've read some comments on these community walls. It makes me sick. This is ugly. We are people. We're human. Stop letting people prey on you. And you stop preying on other people. Because this is not of God. And none of this of God. And some of these remarks and comments that I've been seeing, these people don't even know God, have no clue of who God is. But you better find out. This is ugly.
Well, it's ugly, but at the end of the day, Nisimo, I know you talking to him, you speaking on it, but guess what? we in a period in this situation where now it's left up for the individual to choose what it is that they choose to do.
That's true.
They choose to follow. They choose to listen to. I don't want to advocate to nobody what to do. What I don't even want to suggest to nobody how to look at it, what to look at, because
Well, no, I'm not saying what to look at and what not to look at, but what I'm saying is that I personally feel that you know how I'm gonna speak for you. If I felt like somebody was coming out here taking it because you're not on here to be able to speak for yourself or fight for yourself, somebody is out here just trying to take advantage of you, I'm going to say something. I'm gonna say something. I feel it's necessary for me to say something. But at the end of the day, what I'm not going to do is sit out here and allow someone to just play and toy with your life. Because what I heard you play, it's a whole lot of people involved. Ain't nobody exempt. If you walked away, you walked away with a man's life hanging in the air. This man was given freaking 32 years of your freaking 31. You kidding me? He should have never gotten a day. No bond. I'm sitting here listening to people talk about you did this and you did that and you did. No, you all did it. We've seen a lot go on. Lying. Literally lying. If you can't have your way with a person, you lie on them. That's not right. And if you was not there in that man's home, you can't sit there and say that man done any freaking thing. Because if he didn't touch your daughter, your wife, you cannot say that. And even if your daughter or your wife came to you and told you that this is what happened, if you didn't go to the police, it didn't happen. But it happens when this man is broke. Make it make sense. These some wicked ass people out here.
And I've been saying that from the beginning. Another spirit is at work.
And my brother, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. This is new. This is new to me. Brand new. I thought my people had each other's back. Take your ass to work. Go get a job. That man worked. He shouldn't have everything taken from him that he worked for.
I agree. And the thing about it too, though, Lisa Mo, and we understand the spiritual aspect of this thing. Anything that's done outside of righteousness, man, it won't prevail. You have a conscience. You gotta be a devilish person to be able to sleep at night, knowing that you done sat here and used pretty much what these people did. And this is why I say, why R.Kelly? These people have pretty much used allegations of this man past to bring it back forward, but then they put it in a visual because they know people are not going to go and read. They put it in a visual.
You know, you heard the other dude say the other night, well, if he lock him up because of what he did, we know he did something. Well, your ass did something, lock you up too.
Yeah,
We all have done something.
we all have a past, and we all have done things. We all have, whether it was illegal, whatever. We have wronged people. We lied to people. We took whatever. We all have our own way of doing something that wasn't righteous.
According to the Bible, God says there is none righteous, and there is no sin greater than the other.
Mm-hmm.
All of us have sinned. None of us deserve what we have right now. Nobody on the face of this earth. But for anybody to suggest that this man, well, just lock him up for what we know he did. What do you know he did?
And that's why I was getting to the point earlier when I was saying this man, he don't claim to be a goddamn Jermaine Dupri. He don't claim to be a Puff Daddy. He don't claim to be a Birdman. He ain't claiming to be a Suge Knight. He not out here looking to sign artists. He not out here looking for new talent. He not out here promoting this type of shit. So
and I'm gonna tell you, he don't even go looking for women for the people in the back of the bus.
I'm getting to that too. The man don't go looking for none of this attention. And like I said earlier, most people he worked with, these people were already backed by major labels who came to Mr. Kelly and say, look, we have a budget for this artist. We need a song. Or how much is it going to cost us to get a song for this group?
Some didn't even say that. Some just took advantage of it. I owe you.
You see what I'm saying? But then at the end of the day, you look at the manager, even in an IOU situation, I bet the manager got something. At this point in time, like I say, man, the truth is going to come to light. And the thing about it is, some people that may have thought that this man was dead ass guilty based off of what they saw. But if they have God in them and based off what they know now, they are not. Some of them aren't going to be able to keep quiet. You're going to have some that's too embarrassed to speak the truth, but you're going to have some that's going to tell it because it's just the God in them. It's okay. We all have been misled before. We all have been told lies before. We all have thought something was something that it wasn't before. But the thing about it ain't about but once we learn that what we've seen and what we witnessed isn't what it is, how do we move from that point?
Right. The word says when you know better, you do better.
How do we move from that point now that you know? That's why I say when those text messages came out, I felt some type of way because I felt like the same energy that y'all gave everything else. But now we at a point in the story where now this story is not crucifying the man that y'all want to be a predator, more so making this man that y'all saying was a predator. Now he's looking like a victim. Now we don't want to read this story no more.
No, right. He was really preyed upon.
But the only way that we can be fair, and the only way that I can say I'm fair, is if I talk about every aspect of the book. I can't just talk about the shit in the book that made me feel good. I gotta talk about the stuff that I didn't like about the book.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't like this. I didn't like that. But I love this part. I love this chapter. That's an honest opinion. But you don't get to a point where it starts where you see that, hold on, the tide is about to shift. Now you want to change the direction of the sail. It don't work that way.
Tell everything. If you're going to tell some, tell it all.
I would rather put it all out and understand that I put it all out. I don't have to give my opinion on it, but I would rather put it all out just to let people know, look, I put it all out there. I'm going to let y'all come up and form y'all opinion of what y'all think about this scenario. I'm going to just keep mine to myself. But the thing about that is, if I've been voicing my opinion about everything else, I'm going to look some type of way not voicing my opinion about what makes this person looks different under this light.
And tell the part that you played and tell the part that you didn't play. So when it's all out, we'll know it all. Not some of it. Because see, there was a lot of hidden parts, hidden moving parts that's not coming to play.
That's the thing though, Nisimo. That's why I try to on my platform, I try to stay away from that. Because that circle, that atmosphere over there, I can't fly in. Because I want people to understand that I'm strictly about why R.Kelly. Whatever these people did, they're gonna have to answer to that. I don't want them to feel like I'm questioning their motives, their narratives, whatever it is that they do. But I want to understand why R.Kelly. I want to understand, like yesterday's live, was Jane Doe number 5 innocent or complicit? I want to understand, is Kim Fox how should we judge Kim Fox? I want to understand, how do we judge Ann Donnelly? Why R.Kelly? Ann Donnelly, why is it that you had all of this information from the text messages on down to the video, audio, everything, and you allowed your courtroom to run in the way that it was ran? Sentencing a man to 30 years, knowing that this man is innocent, knowingly.
But then, go back by, you always bring up that point. There was a specific point that you always bring up when you and I talk. When she said the parents were off limits. So why were they off limits?
Why was the parents off limits? You came out and say no videos would be permitted into the court. But then you played a video in the court. Like, what the fuck? It's so many things that you can speak on, but I want people to understand, when we over here and we having these conversations over here, I just really wanted to be about the questions that I feel everybody has these questions. Why seek out? Why was R.Kelly sought out? Because that's going to bring you back to relationships between everybody.
Everybody.
Like I say, it's a full body attack. You get the arm, you get this arm, you get that leg, y'all get that leg, grab him by the head, you know. So everybody attack this man. Like I say, shit just don't. I've heard of shit going bad in life, but your whole life just don't go bad in a blink of an eye.
And when you have literally nothing,
unless you got people sitting around studying you, plotting on you, every move, your sleep, your waking up, your studio, your gym, your eating, your family dynamic, your marriage dynamic, everything.
So you don't think people, you just told the people just a few minutes ago, you know, you are so identical to Rob, and I have to say I am too. If you know, but so when we know this, that means it's some things about even our lives we have to change up.
You have to. But how? They attacked this man his family as his siblings. They attack this man, his family with his kids. They attack what this man loved to do with his music. They attack this man what he loved as his people.
They attacked it.
And now you know what I was watching. I was watching something, right? I was watching, because I always the things that I do in life, I look at things and I try to understand these things as if, and if I'm gonna tell y'all the plot in the movie, and I talk about this movie all the time, Equalizer. The plot in the movie Equalizer was all about Denzel didn't agree with the extortion that the Russians and the Italians or whatever they were, the mob was doing to these restaurants and storefronts in these communities that he was in. And he would go out and take out the mob, but then in the return, how the mob attacked Denzel in Equalizer was they attacked people close to him.
Correct.
So if you look at Mr. Kelly, the government used people close to him to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
They used people that was
so hold on, sweetie. What you just hold on. So back to the question you had yesterday. Was she innocent or complicit? So now we have to ask the question, was she sent or placed?
Both.
It's both. Look, they probably did an audition. At this point, is it safe to say they did an audition? Who could play this role the best?
Who can go in there and capture his heart, his mind, his body, and his soul?
Who can play this role the best? We doing auditions.
Right.
What are the auditions for? To take down R.Kelly.
Everything is blueprinted. They had to sit at the table. And they had to
go over. God, Derek, you.
That's
Just do it. Yeah. What up, dude?
What up, dude?
They had to go over so many times until they can get it right. But they done fucked up. They get on the stand. They say, I didn't say this. I didn't say that. They talk about the government lying on me. So you saying the government put those words in there for you?
I think their worst mistake, Judah, was they brought too many people on board.
Yeah.
Yep. And they had their own agenda. Yep.
Hey, Judah, you said you agree with me on that. This kind of fun at the same time. The only one out of all them jokers that they had on that stand, to me, that was the cleverest one. That had a little bit more, you know what I mean? Because he'll be real cool. You know what I mean? He's been in the game a long time, and that was something second.
Yeah.
That was the cool. I think he was the slickest one on that.
And that right there is an insult to the judicial system, right? Chapter 7 told Ann Robert had nothing to do with that.
Baby, that dude came. Hey, the dude made sure they signed the paperwork beforehand. You ain't gonna sign it after. Don't tell me no after nothing.
You got to pay attention to that, man. And when they try to corner him and try to be nickel slick with the little legal terms and all that, I just said that done
it. Man, my dad told him. He told Ed I'm ready to go home. But how you look at listen to what this man say, as in Robert had nothing to do with that, but you still charge him with bribery.
And then on top of that, let's go on to Chicago when the other one said, well, why you didn't give it? Why you didn't take it to the police? Well, they wasn't gonna give
me $1 million. Chuck, talking about Charles Freeman.
I need somebody to make this all make sense to me.
The man, they say, why did you take, if it's child pornography, why didn't you take it to the police? The man said the police wasn't going to give me $1 million. Clear extortion.
Wow.
And it's fine. And the only way I'm going to testify is if you give me a lifetime of Section 8.
Tell me, I mean, I know what immunity means. Tell the folks out there what immunity means and who gets immunity.
Hold on, we gonna look it up. I think I got it on my thing. Hold on, let me see.
If you can do
I'm hearing something. What is that? It's something.
no disrespect, becoming very. Oh man, we can do something about that noise. It's
I
hard to
think
hear.
Lex walking. He at work. I think he walked because I muted him and I hear.
Okay.
But Lex still on here, but I think he walking. Let me see.
You don't have to like Robert. You don't have to care about Robert, any of that. But to know enough of what you know now regarding this case, and I'm speaking to everyone in the chat and anyone not in the chat, there should be an outrage.
Yep.
From the community. So anything you type in anyone's chat, we as the people need to continue to say, we the people of the community, not you by yourself, but we the people of the community have these concerns.
Yep.
Because it is we the people.
It's a shame. It's a shame all across the board. And these people, family, get to sit back and live off of Robert while he's struggling and suffering. That's some crazy shit.
Oh, but hold on. I speak life. He's going to live and not die. And I speak financial situations, anything above and beyond that he need, God will supply. And I promise you, nothing that he wants or need for will be taken away.
There you
from
go,
him.
Judah. There you go, Judah on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
What
two.
what does it say?
Types of immunity. You got a qualified immunity and it's another type of immunity. I think it's two types.
So if some of these girls had got that,
Women?
What did they do? Well, women, what did y'all do wrong? They only give that to people who did something wrong who could get a lesser charge, ain't it?
They gave them to lie, gave them immunity to lie.
To avoid perjury.
And they knew they was lying, so they.
Well, Ann Donnelly, it comes out that she had the messages and everything.
Correct, brother dude. Correct. That's how wicked and satanic this is, man. You know what I mean? When you really
and it's something what you're saying right now. If anyone have been incarcerated or I'm gonna say incarcerated for any reason or gone to jail for any reason, this should bring reasonable doubt in your mind regarding your case, whether it's gone, it's past, whatever. Yeah. It still should bring reasonable doubt in your mind.
To see the way that they allow this case to be handled.
Because if y'all can do this to this man, what the hell did y'all do? And I can read.
Yeah. I think a lot of cases should be retried. And I want to also say, why R. Kelly? when we talk about the jury selection, why R. Kelly? Why was people able to be on this man's jury panel who watched Surviving R. Kelly, who was victim of sexual assault, who asked for autographs from
Gloria,
attorney that was representing some of the women in the case? I mean, there's so many fucking red flags that went on when we talk about the treatment of R. Kelly during this trial.
And then not only that, when Gloria was standing up there with the two sisters and talk about
LL Cool J.
Yeah. What I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So, and the question, I'm glad you brought that out. And where were they from?
There ain't no telling where they were from.
You do know where they was from. Where they was from.
You can't believe shit these people say, man.
They claim they was from Baltimore.
They claim to be from Baltimore.
Okay. Well, if they claim to be from Baltimore, how in the hell?
They probably was from 7 Mile. Never know. Motherfucker probably from Skid Row. Never know. They just flying it, motherfucker.
This is grimy. This is so freaking
grimy.
Women off goddamn on Canal Street or Bourbon Street. They don't tell you.
What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
What up, man?
How you doing, Miss Nisha?
Hey, baby. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm just sitting back. I'm sorry to make that little noise. I'm on my lunch break, but I want to sit back, listen to what's being said. And I also have something I'm about to drop in the chat right now. And y'all tell me what y'all think about that right there. To me, that sums up everything that's been going on, what the government has allowed, and what the media has allowed. So I came over that little.
Can you send it to, okay, let me, hold on. I can go in my thing and see it now. Hold on. I forgot they told me how to do this now.
Yeah, I put that in there for that specific reason. But everything that's been going on and has been going on, that's my thought about this whole situation. And to me, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. The way the government and the media has allowed everything to take place thus far. And then you still have people out here who are still believing the hype about, oh, he really did this, and there's no end to it, or there's no truth to it. But we all know that the truth always comes out at some point. It may be buried for a while, but once you uncover it, you have people who don't want to believe the truth because the lie sounds better than the truth. But at the same time, if it's you would want somebody to uncover the truth and get you out of a jam, because it's not funny when you're on the other end of that lie, and you know for sure that you didn't do the things that they said you did. And I'm in the. If you just put yourself in his situation, when he was on Gayle King's show and he was saying they lying, I felt his pain, because you don't want to be put in a situation where you know you're telling the truth, you know somebody lying, but it's like the whole world don't want to believe you, but they want to believe everybody else, but you know you're telling the truth.
Because they're comfortable. Like you said, they're comfortable with the information that they have.
Another thing is this, right? And I want to say this while Lex got right to where he got to. When men, the world is not used to men expressing and showing emotions the way that you saw Mr. Kelly do on the Gayle King interview. But a real man, anybody, any woman that understand, a real man understood what they saw when they saw that man react the way that he did on Gayle King. Because I done been there before.
Yes, sir.
I done been there before.
Yes, well.
I didn't felt like I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yep.
I done been frustrated to the point to, man, I just want to give up.
Yep.
I done been to the point to I felt like I was talking and wasn't nobody listening.
Yep.
So if you ain't been there,
tell them my story.
You can't speak on it.
Yep.
And the only person that's behind you
it made memes. That's why people made jokes, because they ain't been there before.
Right. Right.
But as somebody that's been in R. Kelly's situation and in his shoes as a man, me, Big Five, I just went through it. I know how it feels.
Yep.
To feel like you done let somebody down. That man made promises to his kids that he wouldn't be in this type of shit no more.
Right.
That shit had way more to do than that. It had way more to do than just what was going on in that interview. This man made a promise to his mama.
Yeah.
I would not go through this no more.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of emotions running through this brother during this interview. And what did the people do? They took it and they laughed at it because they didn't understand.
Right.
Men get laughed at. The only time a man get took serious is when he get locked the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't still get taken serious then.
You still ain't took serious then, but I'm talking about that's the only time society want to look at a man.
Right.
Is when he being locked up.
And then you know what? You got people, I hear this over the years. Well, if the person was charged, that means they did it. I said, how can you have a stupid ass mind?
No. They say if the feds got it, then it's automatic.
Judah. Say it again, Judah.
They'll say if a person being charged, that means they did it because they was charged. And I'm like, oh, so you never heard wrongful charges been brought against people? It's crazy how people think.
And shout out to Spitting Fire. She spoke on that just the other day. She said, so don't come at me telling me once the feds charge you or find charges on you, then it's true. It's an automatic. No, it's not.
And you know what?
The feds do. The feds find charges. When they come and they got a group of people, they find charges on those people surrounding the big person that they want to get. So when Kelly's the big fish, we're going to find charges on these small fish, and we're going to get them to turn, and we're going to get them to turn evidence on the big fish. And that's how they do it. They press those small fishes. And they put them out there bait to get the big fish.
And they got the support from the community. They got the support from the community to how they twist and finesse the everything and twisted the mind and deceive the individual. That's why you got to be a thinker, boy. You can't be what
Pops told Arrow on Friday after that, you still got that illegal cape?
There you go. That part. That's it.
J-Rock said, Dana said he knew them. He did a live and mentioned that one of them was mad at Dana, saying, why are you trying to mess up my bag?
Wow.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And man, that.
Why are you trying to mess up my bag?
Yeah. See, that's what happened. Yeah.
So who allowed them to get the bag? The government pick and chose who was allowed to get this and who was allowed to get that.
But the sad part about it, Vi, is that this is the question that I have. I may not need to ask that question, but I'm asking it anyway. Why was certain women questioned that was involved with Robert? Why was only certain women questioned?
Right. Because those were the head ones that was those was the ringleaders.
I think because they all had criminal records.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said, just like can I say their names?
No. We ain't gonna give no life over here. Keep the oxygen there. Keep the oxygen.
I would say this.
Right.
The one that's supposed to be in the tape. Her mother. You should be ashamed of yourself, you silly ass woman. All those years you done waited until you got on that damn thing and talk about, they asked you, well, did you go to the studio, to see Robert and this? Why you didn't bring this out a long time ago?
But you know why? She had to wait till the daddy died.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, is the daddy dead? Shit. I mean, it's just questions,
Oh,
man. It's just questions. I don't. This shit is too coincidental for me. You talk about Linda Minch, Jack Palladino, the daddy. All these was critical players.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That played
you know
and
what?
was still working for Robert.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
But typically,
That's why Judah. To me, Judah, listen to what I'm gonna say, and I yield back. I don't put too much weight on whether or not a person respects me or not. Let that breathe. Let that breathe. I really don't care about that. What I really
You know
put,
I love you. I love
what,
you, my brother.
what I really put weight on is loyalty, man. Because loyalty, you can't be moved off your pivot. You ain't going. You standing 10
That
toes.
part.
You'll take a joker out when it comes to loyalty. Because
That
Nino
part.
Brown got a phrase that he said, Nino Brown, he be doing his thing. We wearing the crown.
Mhm.
And Nino Brown on YouTube. He got a phrase that I always use. He says, blood makes us related, Judah, but loyalty makes us family.
Hmm.
Right, right.
Woo! I yield back. It's too good.
Mm,
Yeah,
I feel something pushing
yeah,
me in these. I got to yield back.
mm, mm,
yeah.
mm.
That's the way of the
You
world, but no.
better.
Some people don't see it that way. They all about it. Gimme, me.
what up with it, David?
Oh
We
my
got Brother
God.
Jay in here. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Man, not much. Just on here asking why Kelly.
I'm sitting here listening, man.
Why?
Oh, that's
Kelly.
deep. What's up, DJ?
Uh,
What's going on? What's going on? I'm
disassembled.
sitting here listening, man.
I
Y'all
mean,
got a good conversation going on.
seemed like they came together and say we need to disassemble R. Kelly. I mean, come on, man. You take the arm, you take the left arm, you take the right arm. I take the left leg, you take the right leg. Somebody grab the head, somebody grab the feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's that minute. You talking about Kim Fox, Avenatti, Gloria Allred, federal government, state
Scheme,
prosecutors. You
scheme,
talking
scam,
about
scam, scam.
But if
family.
you remember what I said a while back, I said it's more than what's being presented. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna reiterate on some things when y'all was talking about the Baltimore crew, right?
LL Cool J. That's what I call him.
I told y'all how that even happened, but some people don't remember. So I'm gonna refresh your memory. The mayor of Baltimore at the time, Catherine Pugh, was going to jail. Her lawyer was Gloria Allred. So the girl Reds and was working for Catherine Pugh. So Gloria Allred presented, so we got this case going on against R.Kelly, and I need somebody, but that's going to go along with it. So Reds is an opportunist, and she was like, okay, I go ahead and go. Can I do it or whatever? Next thing I know, Red's coming out talking about, oh yeah, but I slept with R.Kelly and it was in a white truck, this and that. No, I was there at that show and I know where you went to. So I'm not gonna let that go down. So then when I went on Facebook and destroyed her, she sent me a text and and she sent a text to my cousin. And my cousin sent it to me, was like, tell Dana, stop, man. Dana messing up my bag. Why you doing that? Gloria Allred ain't do nothing to him. So I sent the text back that said, fuck you. I ain't playing with you, and I don't expect you to play with me. And then 2 weeks after that, they got my page shut down, not knowing that I'm going to come right back with another page.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what happened about the Baltimore crew. And
so all of that was on Facebook?
Yeah. See, that's why I say, a lot of people don't know how far this go.
Facebook, Instagram.
I've been whipping ass since Instagram to Facebook, from Facebook back to Instagram, from Instagram back to Facebook, from Facebook over to Twitter, from Twitter over to YouTube, from YouTube, and it's just going on and on from there. Me and Robert Keller was the first person that I ever encountered beefing in the R. Kelly sector. As a matter of fact, it wasn't no Larry. It was just Robert Keller and about 9,000 people. No lie. Robert Keller will get your page shut down in like 30 seconds. And he had a team. So I vowed that I'm going to destroy that group. And I finally got that one group shut down. But then, you know, me and Robert got to talking and we just, you know, put things, you know, back and forth together. But at the end of the day, man, like I say, like these folks, it's like they doing stuff, but the front men is what y'all see. And I'm gonna go live later tonight. I probably go live about 7:30 tonight because I know I got a live schedule, but I killed my live because I seen you live, and then Levi is supposed to be going live at 7:30, so he's live now. So I was just like, yo, this shit don't make sense. But anyway, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna talk about the initial setup of R. Kelly, because you can't start in the middle and say this is who set R. Kelly up without going all the way back to the beginning. And we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning tonight. And the whole thing about it is y'all on the right path. But my question is, why R. Kelly?
That's it.
Why R. Kelly? What did y'all see in? And I'm not saying y'all up here, but what did they see in R. Kelly that they wanted to set him up way back before R. Kelly got popular? What did Barry Hankinson see?
Mm-hmm. It was from the audition, man.
What did the very first director of Sony see?
They saw illiteracy. They saw something.
Not easy mode, and you're not even on the right track.
They saw the diamond in the rough. They saw that meal tick, that unicorn.
Watch this. Nisimo hit a piece of it. You hit a piece of it. I'm gonna give y'all a piece, and I'm gonna go.
Sam Cooke, Michael Jackson, James Brown, and Otis Redding.
Judah. Hold on. Because Judah about to go in. Hold on. But I'm going to give y'all a piece and I'm going to stun y'all real quick. Yes, they seen the illiteracy. Yes, they seen stuff that they can capitalize on. But watch this. If my great-grandkids' legacy can eat off of you being dumb and signed to me, why don't I just go ahead and make sure you can't feed your own when I always going to feed my own?
That generational wealth, man.
Something for you to think about.
Yeah.
This is not about now time. It's about down the line.
That's how record labels were founded. It ain't nothing but just the plantation all over again, man. It's just like.
But you know what? They just talked about that.
There you go.
That's all it is.
They just talked about that on a channel, and they talked about how Sony and a lot of these Sony and the other company that Rob was signed to,
RCA.
Not RCA.
That same shit.
Jive. They're saying that they are all these companies are very angry because just like, okay, for instance, in the oil and gas industry, that's my industry. That's where I work. So when we bring over Saudi Arabia, we bring over all of these people for free and allow them to get the education that they need or want for free. America don't realize that you're teaching these people everything that they know. They're not illiterate. They're not stupid. They're learning everything we know. So now that we have been taking from them, and which is what they have, their oil and their, everything that they have, we're doing the underground slant drilling and everything. So once they realize what we were doing to them, they're now saying, no, you're going to have to pay us. And we don't want just no little money. We want everything. So that's the with the music industry, they're saying these people are mad because the artists are now waking up saying we're no longer gonna have to use you. We're going
Bingo.
independent.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. That's it.
Yeah.
So they are trying to figure out a way to keep them bound and locked in some type of contract. But where Robert got a better end is when he signed his initial contract.
Nisi Moss. That is the reason why I'm not gonna stop doing it. That's the reason why I keep bringing up Tupac Amaru Shakur. I know what I'm talking about. I know people don't
I
get it.
know what you're talking about.
Trust me, I get it, and I understand people don't really see the correlation. They think I'm way out in a whole nother atmosphere. I
Mm-mm.
tell you, they scenarios is so close, woven together that it's eerie.
It's
To the
one
very
thing that
fiber.
JoJo says all the time that nobody really picks up. And until we all as a people understand what he's saying, he says they study us and
Yeah.
we study each other.
There you go. There you go. Let's go. It's a
But you know
slave
what? They
mentality.
Oh yeah.
when you
Go ahead.
read
Hey y'all, we
something,
got about 5 minutes on the live before I had to get up out of here. I know we having a good conversation, but guess what? I want y'all to understand, y'all. This shit is gonna be coming every day. Ain't
Wow,
no
R.Kelly.
stopping. Ain't
yeah.
no stopping. We back in effect. The
We just
panel
got it seemed
discussion.
like we just got started, nephew.
We back.
It's
We
so
back.
good, man. It's so good.
We hit some key points. If y'all want me to bring tomorrow, y'all want me to come back tomorrow with why I can come back tomorrow with why R. Kelly part 2, and we can pick up where we left off today. But
But the only way you can come back tomorrow, I'm sorry, I have to speak on behalf of my nephew.
I got a message though. I got a message before I get off
Okay.
here.
Okay.
I got a message though because
Okay.
we are redoing the channel. You know, we coming back. You know, we getting back started. You know, and we coming back every day like we've been how we used to do. And man, yesterday I was just going through the channel looking at over things, and man, I have about 70 moderators. 70 moderators that people that I made moderators off of the strength and love that I have for the people that, you know, that been supporting me. But, you know, when I come on, most moderators, you know, they come in the chat, you know, they interact, and I have no problem with it. You know, I appreciate that. But we don't get the link, we're not getting the links dropped in the chats. We're not getting the cash apps dropped in the chats. Now, one thing we do get, we keep the BS out of the chat at all time. I can commend that. But then
Right.
I have 70 moderators, but I only have 16 members on the channel. And I think I'm gonna change my concept around to where, you know, for the moderators, and I said, and this ain't something that you have to do. I wanna advocate that to everyone. I don't want nobody thinking that Big Vibe saying you gotta do this, because it's not. It's fully optional, and you still can be over here. You still can be a part of the channel, but I want to make the moderator part of the channel more of a member only thing, because I don't want to make the lives members only, but I do want to make the moderator part of it like members only. You know, it's the ones who get the wrenches, because I feel like that's only right. You know,
That's
and
right.
I do want to put something together so I can have you all dropping in the chat. Because honestly, I think the last person, Lavish Lady, a couple people when I was going live consistently before, Lavish Lady, Ashley. I hate to say names because there used to be about 5 or 6 people at least consistently dropping the links of different things in the chat. That helped me out a lot. They helped me out a lot. But I do want to be able to come on, and I do want to bring content. I do want to have these good conversations with y'all. But if we got 70 moderators, sometimes it don't even be 70 people in the chat. You know, that's like, okay, now I have to do some changing things around. So if you all come in the chat and y'all see y'all name and y'all don't see Wrench by y'all name, please don't take it personal whatsoever, because it's not personal. It's not personal. I don't have I don't know who ringing.
No, that's not me.
I don't know who have I don't know. I know I got 16 members on the channel though. You know, and the memberships is only $2.99, I think, a month. But that's the
lowest zone, right?
Yeah, that's the perks that I can give. That's the perks that I can give to people who are members of the channel, is that they are able to be a moderator on the channel, and that'll be that special thing that I can do for the members on the channel until I'm able to give away. Like I always said, I try to do giveaways. Everybody on my panel that comes on my panel from before I took my break, these guys got gift bags. Mm-hmm. Everybody who sent me their address and information, all of them receive gifts from me of appreciation. So I do try to give back to people that support me. I try to give back to the people that support the channel. Like I say, I don't come on and I don't beg for cash apps. I don't beg you all to do anything. Just support me. And I just feel like, you know, the only something that I can do to be special on my channel would be for the members to be moderators only. You know, and that's nothing towards anybody that support me. And I hope y'all don't take it personal, but that's just something that I wanted to talk about today, because yesterday I literally counted 70 moderators. 70 moderators. Like, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's no more than fair. That's no more than fair.
That's beyond fair.
Yes.
So moving forward, you know, if you're a member of the channel, understand that I will be assigning you as a standard moderator, and also managing moderators. That will be something totally different. But as far as the 70 moderators that I have, wow, you know, we're gonna have to go in and look into that and decipher through that. And like I say, the wrench will be a part of the membership moving forward. You know, if you're a member, you automatically become a moderator, you know, on the channel. If you're a member for over 3 months, then you become a managing moderator. That's just how that become. Therefore, you get to have some of the same perks to the channel that I have, you know, when going live. So that's something that we're going to do moving forward. And before we get out of here, I'm gonna play that video back from the original writer of Surviving R.Kelly. I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to listen at the context that's being spoken. Listen to the words. I promise you, everything that you are witnessing, as of right now, you finna hear it.
Can I ask you something before you play? Let me ask y'all. I'm in this comment. I did it yesterday. I went to comments so I could. I said more to comments so I can see. How do I get out of this?
It should be a chat. It should be an X.
X in the upper right hand corner somewhere.
Go back to chat.
It should be an X in the upper right hand corner where it'll take you out.
Do the X. Okay, I'm back. Thank y'all. I just want to know.
All right, yeah. Lady Earth B say memberships are only $2.99, and that's not bad. That's $3. I mean,
and that's once a month.
Once a month. I don't ask for cash apps. if you do wish to donate to the channel, I do accept them. But if you don't, then look, I'm not gonna hold no gun to your head and say you better cash out me.
Well, that $2.99 vibe supports the channel. It helps support the channel.
Right.
That's
I
it.
was gonna say, nephew, along with what you had played, it'd have been good if you I could have reminded you earlier to play that portion of Sinister saying what he was saying. It ties into what Niecy
Oh,
Nola
it sure does.
that is all that together. The people understand.
I go there. I'll play that Sinister saying one.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow.
That's the bottom line. I can't say it the way J Rock, man. We need J Rock to just coin the phrase like he does. He has literally changed the face of. I mean, R&B is crippled. You got people still doing their thing. You can mention artists back in the day that still rather than doing their stuff, but his impact, man, has been so that it's crippled.
But my brother, you know what? After he played that, after he did that last clip, Senator saying, you know, what's his name? What's his name? The guy over there, what's his name? Kwame. Kwame played it as well. Do you not know that had to be the government coming after they screens went black?
Of course. This says you how serious this is and what this really is about. This ain't, y'all got to think. That's why you can't walk through this world, man, and stay in hurt and pain. You just can't afford to do it if you still want to live a quality life. You got to be on a higher level. You got to be the best version. You got to walk in integrity and goodness, because in doing so, you're able to see above the norm and get spiritual insight that the average person don't even register. And you decipher and see the trickery and the moving pieces. But you have to be a person that honors that position with that goodness. You can't be entrusted with something like that and you're not going to be a blessing to the world with that. And you also have to know that you will be attacked. Because as long as it's about the foolery and all the mess, you're trying to do a $500,000. When you're talking about impacting people like Mr. Kelly did, like Donnie Hathaway did, like Lauryn Hill did, like Prince was trying to do. He said, well, I'm not trying to say the change. I just wanted to see how we can make this, you disagree with the contract, to be fair. You know what I mean? Well, I record everything. I have my own studio. I arrange and I'm just trying to see if we can do something. But when you're dealing with wicked people, that's full of darkness, they see you as an insult. How dare you? How dare you?
I'm gonna play the Sinister Same one instead. And tomorrow we'll do the Why R. Kelly, and I'll start with that video from the writers of Surviving R. Kelly again. But I'm gonna go and play that one before I get out of here. Nisimo, I appreciate you.
Okay, baby.
Definitely, Unc, I appreciate you as well. Play this clip, and then we'll be getting up out of here soon. Dana J stepped away, but Dana J, thanks for coming through, breaking that down for us. We most definitely try to catch you. Levi live right now, so if y'all wish to go over there and join Levi chat, man, he live right now, so y'all can go check that out. But here's that clip from Senator Sane talking about the music, about the production, the people behind the production.
Right.
Owns Boonham and Murray Productions. The parent company to them is Banijay. Now, Banijay was founded by Stephanie Corbett in January of 2008. It's one of the largest content producer and distributors with over 150 production companies across 22 territories. It's a multi-genre catalog containing over 100,000 hours of original programming. And it's headquartered in Paris. All right. But it's a major media company. All right. Now, you got Banijay that owns this production company, Boonham and Murray Productions. Oh, and let's not forget Creative Incorporated. That's also another production company that worked on Surviving R. Kelly as well. Both of those companies are owned by Banijay, right? Now, Banijay, on the other hand, its owners, it's a split. Well, not a 50-50 split. It's LDH, which owns 67.1% of the company, and the other 32.9% is owned by Vivendi. Vivendi. Now, who is Vivendi? All right, who is Vivendi? Vivendi is a company. It's a major conglomerate company. I think it's overseas as well. I think it's located in France. It's headquartered in France. It's a French media company, a French media conglomerate. That's what it is. And it now owns 80% of Universal Music Group. And as we all know, Universal Music Group owns most of R. Kelly's publishing. So when we think about that, right, we think of the connection between Sony and BBC doing the first documentary, and now we have a connection between Surviving R. Kelly and Universal, which did the major documentary. Well, actually, they did about 3 of them, didn't they? Surviving R. Kelly 1, Surviving R. Kelly 2, Surviving R. Kelly, The Impact.
About 3 or 4. Yeah.
Now, you got the 2 biggest music companies in the music industry. Universal Music Group, which is number 1. Sony Music Entertainment is number 2. However, when you talk about publishing, they switch places. Sony Music Entertainment owns the biggest publishing company, which is Sony Music Publishing, and Universal Publishing is the second biggest publishing company. These 2 companies, and I know Warner Music, they own some of R. Kelly's publishing as well, so let's not leave them out of this. But these 2 companies specifically, Sony, who owns R. Kelly's masters, and Universal, who owns most of R. Kelly's publishing, both of them have connections to these documentaries that were responsible for flipping the public's mind, getting the public against R. Kelly, where the public is thinking that R. Kelly, they made you think like he has this history, some sort of history of dealing with minor girls, which if you really do your research, you'll realize that that's not true. What there is there's rumors, and it isn't that many. It's not 30 years of rumors. It's only a allegation of a marriage, and then a allegation of a sex tape that he went to trial for in 2008, and he was acquitted. Other than that, the only other thing that comes to mind is that bogus rumor in 2017, the same year that all this nonsense got started, which is the same year that would make R. Kelly's 25th year in the music industry after his original release date, born into the 90s in 1992. And of course, once you're in the business for 25 years, that's when you can put in the notice to the label saying, I want my masters back. All right.
Happen. They'll take you off this earth before you let that happen. Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Vibe, you can't go right there for a minute. Real quick. Warner. Warner. Do y'all know who owns Warner?
No, I can't say that I do. Maybe Dana can help us out on that problem.
Dana? Dana?
What part of Warner are you talking about? Are you talking about Time Warner or are you talking about Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers.
Do I know who own them?
Mm-hmm.
It's a split venture.
Okay. And who owns part of it?
Which part?
That they never got rid of, that they claim that he no longer owns parts of Warner, but he still owns his parts of Warner. And he was being charged with
Hold on. Hello?
It wasn't Weinstein that fucking And who was the other one that got arrested out of the country? Then they were gonna extradite him back here. Yeah, but Weinstein.
Weinstein, he never lost any of his ownership of anything.
Now, Harvey Weinstein ain't on Warner Brothers.
He owned parts of Warner Brothers.
Maverick. Warner Brothers bought Maverick, and he shared the 2% stake. But the only owners was Robert Daly and Bob Yeager. Bob Yeager brought it from Robert Daly. But I mean, Bob Yeager is way worse than Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. But what they tried to do is, I just feel that they tried to put this crap on Rob to take the eyes off of who it really is.
There you go. Now you see why I want you to play that clip.
Thank you.
This ain't for the weak and the timid, man. This section right here, this ain't for the people that can't think. And no disrespect to nobody. You got to be a certain character.
Yeah, but you look at it though. I mean, you talk about
it's wickedness go.
You got two brothers.
Yeah, you're right.
You got two brothers in the midst of all of these. Well, you got three brothers. Well, you really can't count Cuba Gooding Jr. because it wasn't to the extent of Rob and Bill Cosby in the midst of all of these white men at the top, like Epstein, Weinstein, the guy up in New York, the goddamn the governor, whatever he was, then California. You have so many prestige those type of people going through what they was going through, and then how do you counter that shit? You get the whole Black America to stop paying attention to them.
Yeah.
While they go and get away scot-free, while we sitting here trying to make sure R.Kelly don't never get out.
Well, if you want to go there, since you said that this sect over here ain't for the weak and the heart.
Yeah.
But let's go there. But let's deal with it. Let's not just include Harvey Weinstein on them, right? But let's talk about the case that Quincy Jones had, but just evaporated. Let's talk about things that Quincy put in place dealing with Elton John, and because Rob wouldn't do the Elton John festival, which we all know that festival is.
Hold on right there.
Yeah.
And who did Gayle King? Hold on, who did Gayle King say call her right before the R. Kelly interview?
Quincy, and who was in Quincy Jones' lap?
No, she said it was Elton John.
She said Elton John, but she also spoke to Quincy on the before she had did the interview with Azrael. She spoke to Quincy Jones.
I know she came out and said he spoke with Elton John, most definitely on the Good Morning Show. And she talked to Elton John right before the R. Kelly
interview. Yeah.
And listen at this here. I'm glad you're saying Elton John. Okay, do y'all remember when what's the woman that was over the talk? Sharon Osbourne?
I don't know what the talk is.
Okay, that the show The Talk is on CBS. Her husband is he's the junkie, Osbourne family, whatever.
Hey, Ozzy ain't no junkie now. Hold on.
Huh?
Ozzy ain't no junkie. Hold on.
Ozzy ain't no what?
Ozzy ain't no junkie.
So you telling me Ozzy ain't been on drugs?
But that's not a junkie, Nissimo.
What is it?
A drug addict is not a junkie.
Well, anyway, she has so much negativity to say about Robert and her and Cheryl Underwood. She said some negative things to Cheryl. So this is the same woman that said she was not taking anything back that she said about anybody. So in order for her, what they did, they just took her off the show and she went back to where she's from, which is Paris, where a lot of these companies, where she originally started.
I spelled that all wrong. I jacked that all up.
Nissimo, he'll lie what she can.
Man, she was right. That's what I was like.
I mean, she's. I mean, it's. I'm passionate when it comes to this man's situation because he cannot and he can't speak for himself. We are his voice.
It's a lot of moving pieces, but that's why I say we can't. The thing about this is, if we want the people to look at this stuff that we put out, we have to shorten it up because of the attention span of most people that's listening. They only want to watch for at least 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on how good it is. So, you know, I want to refrain from doing the hour, the past an hour, past 2 hours. I don't want to go there past 2 hours doing a live.
But Vi, do you get that kind of? I thought from what I saw, the people that comes in here, they stay in here because they like what you're talking about.
About the people that come in, it's the people that come through. So when people come through, it tells you when you go into the studio, it tells you how long a person actually watches.
Yeah,
like the average time that people watch your video. Yep. So the 3 and 4 hour lives, that's only good if we doing like the marathon live like we do. But outside of the marathon live, average live should be about an hour 30 minutes. But you gotta get good shit out there that don't bore the people that's listening, because you really want. It'd be a lot of information in these lives that we put out, but people tend to go away from them because they listening, they get some good shit. Then if they get bored, then they click to the next live. So you really want to put that information in their face right away because of the.
Well, I can make a suggestion if for those that's listening, and that's whomever chat you're in, share in your Facebook page. On your Instagram, you're gonna get a reminder so that the people can, and you keep sharing it. That information, believe it or not, people watch that stuff, and that changes the hearts and the minds of so many other people, because a lot of people thinking one way, but once they start seeing and hearing these lives, and then they'll start joining because they thinking like, wait a minute, I've been thinking one way, but they're talking about something different. So I want to go over there and hear what they're talking about.
It's been a lot of work put in, and it's been a lot of good work put in. And I just don't like to see the good work that has been put in overshadow. You know, that's why a lot of times, man, I look at this stuff. When I take my breaks away from it, I become a fan. I become a supporter. You know, I sit in the chats and I look and I go to the different chats and I'm looking. I'm paying attention to, you know, just what's going on, like, you know, and because people think it's easy for us to log into these computers and come with content that you have to be without a shadow of a doubt confident in what you're speaking about. You have to be able to prove what you're speaking about. You know, you can't just come on here and I'm going to go live and just start running your fucking mouth. It don't work that way. You know, so as a content creator, I like to try to put out as much things that I can prove versus just come on here just talking and running my mouth. So that's why it's important for me to do it the way that I do it. And and I want to see it grow.
Hey, Chris.
and I want to see everybody. Everybody.
Because his windshield was cracked.
Mute.
Mute, Dana. Mute, Dana.
It ain't nothing to do with that. The spy tag. She on somebody's ass. But yeah. But I'm finna get ready to get up out of here, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that came through today. Everybody that's members of the channel, be prepared to be a moderator to the channel. And I look forward to seeing y'all. Hey, tomorrow we coming back with Why R.Kelly Part 2. We're gonna pick up with that video of those original writers of Surviving R.Kelly. And
Come with your pen and paper. Write them names down.
I want people to listen to the audio and what it is saying, because it's gonna bring you right back to what you've heard in the previous week.
Yeah, I'm gonna be prepared.
I'm gonna ask y'all this: when y'all hear this audio tomorrow, is this person now having a change of heart or been having a change of heart? I'm gonna leave y'all with that. It's your boy Big Val Opinion signing out. Until next time, I see y'all. I see y'all.
Get your butt over here.
Uncle Muse. Till next time, man.
I'm gonna be prepared for my birthday tomorrow, so just let me know.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be going up. We're gonna be going up for your birthday tomorrow.
We're gonna do it right, baby. And pray for my nephew. Please pray for him. Pray for him.
I'm out. All right, bro, man. Send me your link tonight, man.
All right, man. I was just looking at something that just happened.
Man, Trump.
No. I just got a question. The stealth F-35 bomber is supposed to be the most advanced fighter jet that the United States had, right?
Right.
So how do it stop working in midair? And then the pilot ejects, knowing that the plane can land itself on autopilot, but that even stopped. And because it's a stealth bomber, now they can't find it, and it's somewhere over South Carolina.
They can't find it.
Nope.
Man, I'm gone, man. Man, fucking government, man. I ain't got time for them today, bro. They can have it, bro.
I'm telling you. That's what I was reading when I was on my phone. Like, how can you
send it to me, man? Send it to me. I want to see that shit.
That's the X-Files, man.
All right, y'all, man. I'm finna get up out of here, but look, I appreciate y'all, man. Until next time, peace out, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.